Derbyshire's Mark Footitt produced the best figures of his career of 7 for 71, but the headlines on day one of the LV County Championship match at the 3A County Ground were made by record-breaking debutant Zach Chappell, who just missed out on 100 batting at number 10. Wayne Madsen inserted after winning the toss, no surprise there, but the first half a dozen overs saw the visitors get off to a flyer, with Ned Eckersley going after Footitt first thing, with the former Middlesex man making 29 of an opening partnership of 42 runs, which may just have had Madsen thinking about the wisdom of deciding to have a go with the ball first. Footitt's first success came in his fourth over, as he foxed Angus Robson with some in-swing, the batsman departing for 8. Next ball, and Footitt, so impressive again this summer, produced a peach to also bowl Dan Redfern, whose return to his former county was over in a flash. At the other end, Eckersley continued to dominate the scoring, which was a good job, as he then lost Mark Cosgrove for 3, clipping Footitt to Ben Slater at mid-on off a leading edge. Leicestershire now on 62 for 3. Only 69 runs were on the board when Eckersley turned Tom Milnes away for the 3 runs he required to register a 50 off only 40 balls, from which he'd already struck 8 fours. It was an explosive start from a man who's not always produced his very best form this summer. He'd done a terrific job here, however, in conditions which were, after all, ideal for bowling in. Eckersley had quickly shown what was possible, until in the next over, before he'd added another run, he turned a ball from Footitt to Chesney Hughes at square leg. That gave the bowler his 70th championship wicket of the season, to add to the 82 he got last year. Footitt now had figures of 4 for 25 from 7 overs, and he also had a hand in the 5th wicket of the morning, another leading edge off the bat of Niall O'Brien, giving Ben Cotton some success. It had been a helter-skelter morning, which ended early because of rain, with Leicestershire on 117 for 5 from 24.4 overs, and on the restart, Lewis Hill gave Footitt his 5th 5-wicket haul this year, Billy Godleman with the catch at 4th slip. The left-arm quick was having a fantastic day, and when he found the edge of Ben Rain's bat to have him take a behind for 6, Leicestershire were in a hole on 131 for 7, Footitt now with figures of 6 for 47 from 14 overs. After the entertainment of the morning, the boundaries had dried up, and it took the visitors an hour to find one in the afternoon, and then it was a shot from Adil Ali that went through the slips. Ali had worked really hard for his 37 runs, but his determined resistance was then ended by Milnes, who gave Tom Poynton some work to do behind the stumps. That left Leicestershire on 154 for 8, and Derbyshire would have been hopeful of knocking over the rest quickly, but first-class debutant Chappell, a 19-year-old from Grantham, had other ideas. He immediately made an impact in what was an incredibly impressive knock. He was initially backed up well by Rob Taylor, a man who's shown in the past that he knows one end of a bat from the other. These two took the total into the 200s, and their partnership for the 9th wicket past 50, Leicestershire heading to the tea break with a better-looking score of 225 for 8. So into the evening session, and a big moment as Chappell was dropped in the deep off Wes Durston with 33 runs to his name. But Taylor, on 37, did drive a Durston full toss to Tom Knight in the covers, Leicestershire now on 235 for 9. At times, Chappell did live a charmed life, this shot flying over the slips. But that's to take nothing away from what was a memorable performance from the youngster. This a moment he can only have dreamt of as he reached a 50 off 85 balls with this 3 off Tom Taylor. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and Chappell was certainly making his mark. He was later to record the highest ever score by a number 10 for his county, a record held since the year 2000 when Phil de Freitas struck 90 against Durham. It was also a day that number 11, Ollie Freckingham, won't forget, as he kept Chappell company for 25 overs as the pair added 94 runs for the last wicket, Freckingham making the best score of his career of 34. But it was Chappell who rightly took the plaudits. His confidence growing, he cleared the rope off Durston. He produced one excellent shot after another as he went past de Freitas and into the 90s. His heart must now have been pumping as Derbyshire took the second new ball. And with the first delivery with it, Footit got one through him to see Chapel on his way for 96. A cruel end to what was a fantastic and unforgettable innings. In the end, having been 131 for 7, Leicestershire got to 329 all out, and Slater and Godalming were left with 10 overs to see out the day. In that time, Godalming went to 1,000 championship runs for the first time in a season, as Chapel was not able to start his career with the ball as well as he did with the bat. Godalming could have gone just before stumps were drawn, but the ball just missed the stumps. And that means he'll go again on the second morning on 28, he and Slater making the most of those 10 overs by knocking off 54 runs.